Hi, I'm Richard Maraj, Senior Minister at Unity of Phoenix Spiritual Center, and I want to thank you for visiting our website and for tuning in to today's message. If you feel inspired by today's talk, I really encourage you to make a donation by hitting that button below and making a contribution to this ministry. It'll allow us to continue these messages online and to do the great work we do here at Unity of Phoenix, which is to inspire people to live better lives. So thanks for tuning in, thanks for your support, and we hope to see you at a Sunday real soon.
Morning again, everyone. So Friday night, I went to see a fabulous production of A Christmas Carol at Theatre Works in Peoria. It was really a fabulous production. And one of my favorites was the scene where the Ghost of Christmas Present was showing Scrooge a little scene of the Cratchits, Bob Cratchit and his wife and his kids and Tiny Tim. And they were having dinner, and Bob Cratchit was doing his prayer and blessing everything, giving thanks for everything, including Mr. Scrooge. And at the end of it, Tiny Tim, who was played by this little 5-6-year-old kid, was supposed to say his famous line, "God bless us, everyone." So the prayer ends with Bob Cratchit, and it was total silence. And you could feel some tension and some stress. After a while, you're feeling like the entire audience is singing, "Come on, kid, just say it. Just say it." And it's feeling just a little uncomfortable. It's only 3, 4, 5 seconds. And then the little boy says to Bob Cratchit, "Is it time now? Say it now." And I guess Bob must have smiled. But the scene was starting to change already. So it was fading out. And I guess the tech guy, God bless him, kept the kid's microphone on. And he just got in. "God bless us, everyone," just in time. And big applause. And then so at the end of the production, you know when everybody comes out for their bows? And then so everybody's out there, and the Scrooge is in the center, and it's Bob Cratchit, and then he's holding hands with the kid that played Tiny Tim, the 6-year-old. And everybody's singing a happy Christmas song. The only one not singing is the little kid. He's looking there kind of serious. And I'm thinking, well, he's only 5 or 6. He maybe doesn't know the words. And I'm thinking, oh, man, maybe he's so upset because he missed the line earlier. And then the song is coming to a conclusion, and then Bob Cratchit picks him up and then puts him on his shoulders, and when the song ends, a spotlight goes on the kid, and he says, "God bless us, everyone," and the biggest smile you ever saw on a 5 or 6-year-old's face, and the applause was uproarious. And it was so adorable. And that's what I love about kids. Even when they mess up, it is so cute. It is the most beautiful thing. And that's what I love about Christmas. One of the best things about Christmas is seeing the joy of kids and the excitement and enthusiasm kids have, at the Christmas season. Their joyful anticipation. I love seeing how wide their eyes are about, how the malls are all decorated and there's tinsel and decoration and stuff everywhere. Their excitement, always looking at the tree and, shaking the boxes to figure out what it is, getting up really early on that day to see them tear into a gift and get something that they really wanted or get surprised about something they weren't expecting. There is a joy in seeing the joy of a child at Christmas. I really think the joyful anticipation that we kids have for Christmas is just a wonderful energy that is so uplifting and energizing and affirming about life, and it's a great way to live. But I think it's not just kids that have a joyful anticipation. There's something exciting. Like we had our staff party the other day, and we do those, those white elephant things. And I got to say, I got my gift, and I opened it, and I was excited like a kid. I didn't like it when someone stole it later, but there's something great. Isn't there something great about opening and anticipating some good that you don't really know right now, but you're excited that you will get? And there is something so great about it. To me, joyful anticipation is an expectation of some greater good that is still to come. That knows as wonderful life is, that it's going to get better, when we unwrap that gift or when that new thing comes. Christmas is a celebration of the joyful anticipation of the birth of the Christ child. Christmas is a celebration of the joyful anticipation of being with our families and sharing our love with them. It is a joyful anticipation of being able to give somebody you care about something and see them just light up when they receive it. It is a joyful anticipation of receiving some good that we expect or don't expect given to us by people that we love and care about. Joyful anticipation is a powerful energy. It is a positive, affirming, uplifting, faith-filled energy that life can get better, that life will get better, that life does get better. So my question is, what are you joyfully anticipating? What are you excited and hopeful about? What are you looking forward to in your life? What can you hardly wait to happen, to have, to experience? What are you pumped and jazzed about creating in your life? And I think this energy of the joyful anticipation is a powerful and amazing thing. But sometimes it doesn't always work. Anybody ever have got excited all about Christmas? You got all the build-up, all the hype, and then it came and went, and you were a little let down, disappointed, disillusioned, even drained by it. Okay, only 4 people, but that's okay. Sometimes we can get excited about things, and then and Christmas included, and then it doesn't go the way we want, and we feel a little disappointed. Sometimes we can get this joyful anticipation, and it crashes and burns into negativity and pessimism. And sometimes when it happens enough, sometimes we can begin to, instead of anticipate joyfully, we can begin to project negativity and pessimism. Thinking, it's another Christmas. Last year was bad. This year will be worse. We think, that thing will never work out. That situation is hopeless. And we begin to complain, and not just about Christmas, but about certain situations and areas of our lives, relationships, family situations, finances. We're not joyfully anticipating. We kind of projecting negativity, and things will get worse. So my question for you is, how do you handle Christmas? What are you anticipating? What are you projecting? What are you expecting? And does it start out high and crash and burn, or does it stay pretty consistent? Does it build up? To me, I think that living life with a joyful anticipation is about living your life openly and lovingly, positively, affirmatively, faithfully. And it's not just towards Christmas, but I think it's a great way to live with life. The question is, how do we do it in such a way so it doesn't crash and burn and we go to that negative and pessimistic place? So that's what I want to talk about this morning. How do we create a healthy, joyful anticipation of how we live and expect life, not just with Christmas, but every day of our lives? The first thing I think we need to do is ask ourselves the question is, where does joy come from? Where does this energy and feeling of joy and this experience and belief of joy come from? And I'll tell you, our culture kind of teaches that it comes from getting more stuff. That we think, if I just win the lottery, I'm going to be happier. If I get a nicer car, if I get a better job, if I get that promotion, if I meet that right person. We have all kinds of ways of thinking that joy comes from outer places, that if they happen, that will make us happier, whether it's achievements or goals, whatever it is. Jay Leno once said this. He said, money doesn't make you happy, but if you're already happy, money will make you happier. When I first heard that, I thought it was hilarious. But when I thought about it more, I realized it is genius. Money doesn't make you happy. Things from the outside will never make you happy. There will never be enough money. There will never be enough anything to make you happy. But if you're already happy, it will make you happier. It will add to your happiness. See, when we put pressure on money or other things, people, to make us happy, that's a lot of pressure. You can't really enjoy something at peace when there's a pressure to know that it has a responsibility to make you happy. But what it is when you find joy. Because joy, outer things can never give inner joy. Can't. We keep trying it, but it can't. But when you find joy, that inner peaceful level of fulfillment and connection, when you find it, everything else in your life will be more joyful. It will be happier. It'll be easier to enjoy it because there's no stress that it has to make you happy. You actually can enjoy it purely for what it is instead of the depending on it to make you happy. Does that make sense, everyone? So joy really comes from within. And here's what it says in Psalm 16, verse 11. Show me the path of life. In your presence is the fullness of joy. In your right hand are the pleasures forevermore. And what's that saying is that the secret of life is to be in the presence of joy. And to be in God is be in the presence of God is to be in the presence of joy. And when you have that, then there are pleasures forevermore. All the outer things will be much more joyful when you have joy in your heart. That you are in joy and joy is in you. You are in God and God is in you. You are already in love and love is in you. The question is, are you taking time to spend in the presence of the fullness of God? In the presence of the fullness of joy? Because the more we're centered and anchored in the very source of joy, the more we can enjoy all the channels and expressions of God's joy. And that when we have joy within us, we bring joy into what we do. We speak words of joy. We share joy. We experience joy in all the different forms and all the different ways. When we're centered in joy, it doesn't matter where we have a lot of money or not, we will experience joy. It doesn't matter where it's raining or sunny, we will experience joy. It doesn't matter where it's hot or cold, we'll experience joy. Whether it's Monday or Friday, there is joy. Whether it's Christmas time or tax time, there is joy. Because when it's with you, we depend less on the outer conditions. We can find joy anywhere and in anything when joy is in us. And it says, in your presence is the fullness of joy. That when we are in the presence and the conscious awareness of God, that we live and move and have our very being in this divine energy and presence, and we're aware of that, then joy is in us, and we can bring joy into whatever it is we do. Another important thing about having a joyful anticipation about life is to be present and be thankful for the good right now. For the good right now. The best way to have a joyful anticipation and to make it easy of anticipating more good is to realize there's good here. That life's good here. There are positive and wonderful things for us to appreciate and enjoy and give thanks for. That's why I love Psalm 118. It says, this is the day that the Lord has made. So let us rejoice and be glad in it. That this day has so many blessings. That this moment is rich and full and pregnant with possibilities and love and joy as much as any other moment. Right now. So rejoice in it now. I love what it says in John 4:35. You say 4 months till the harvest? I tell you, lift up your eyes and see that the fields are already ripe for harvest. You say you got to wait for a while before you're happy? And you're saying, lift up your eyes. You got enough happy in your life now. The question is, can you see it? Are you allowing yourself to enjoy it and rejoice in it and appreciate it? Sometimes we have situations in our life that don't go well, and we let it bum ourselves out that we don't enjoy anything. So last week I had a situation that didn't go as well as I wanted. I had a bruised thing on my heel, and I couldn't wear my leg braces, and I was really annoyed. I was ticked off at myself for letting it happen. Ticked off I couldn't wear my braces. Ticked off it happened at Christmas. I was just really, really annoyed. Couldn't leave my house for like a week. And so I had to think to myself, okay, what's good about this, Richard? What do you have to be thankful for? First thing is that my doctor, a podiatrist, deals in this, is his specialty, and he comes to my house for free and treats me. That's a really amazing blessing to have. Second thing was he said, it really wasn't that serious. Just take care of it and be smart. That is something I was grateful for. Friday, I didn't think I'd be able to do the service on Sunday, so I called Richard Rogers. I said, hey man, can you step in for me? He said, absolutely, I got you back. And I'm thankful that he was able to do that for me. I was thankful that my staff, we moved all the meetings to my house. And we had every meeting, the board, the staff, and they were fabulous meetings. They were fun. And I'm thankful and so blessed to have an amazing staff and that their willingness and flexibility without missing a beat of holding every single meeting at my house. People phoned in if they needed to, but we got all our work done. We had a fabulous week. And I am thankful for my iPhone 7. Soon to be iPhone 8. But because through texts and through emails and phone calls, it also allowed me to do everything that I needed to do with my job. And I was thankful that I like my house and I got to spend a week in it, but I also had fun things to do. I had some people come over and bring me some food, and it was a great experience. Sometimes life doesn't go our way. Sometimes things are inconvenient and feel frustrating, but I'll tell you, even in the most frustrating, even in the most difficult and frustrating moments of our lives, there is always good. There are always blessings. There's always things to give thanks for and things to appreciate. So what in your life right now isn't as ideal as you'd like it to be? And the question is, can you still see the good in your life? Can you still see the blessings? Can you still give thanks for the people? Give thanks for all the things that are still going well for you. One of the things about having a joyful anticipation is you got to be present to right here and now. To right here and now. And not pretend that a problem isn't there, not hiding your head in it, not glossing over it, but being present and accepting the challenge, but also seeing the good and the blessing. And you've got to be present to both. Because, and the other thing is, sometimes we want to rush it. You ever say things like, I can hardly wait. I can't even sleep because of this thing. Well, you know what? It's important not to rush towards stuff, because then you miss now. And, sometimes you'll miss here because we're trying to get there. But if you miss here, I tell you, when you get there, you'll miss there too. Because you always got to be here. Even when you're there is there, your here will be there. And if not, then you're just nowhere. So I'm just trying to say, that seemed very genius last night. Right now, I have no idea what I said. But and that's the thing. As wonderful as the things that we are anticipating, the best thing about life is being here. And the more that we're here, the more that we're present, the more that we're alive, the more that we're engaged, the more we're connected to love and joy. Christopher Robin once asked Winnie the Pooh, he said, Pooh, what's your favorite day? Is it Thursday? Is it Friday? And Winnie the Pooh, in his simple wisdom, said, my favorite day is today. This is the day that the Lord has made. So let us rejoice and be glad in it. Something I want to say is that I think it's good and wonderful to have special holidays to look forward to. To have a joyful anticipation of Christmas Day or birthdays or anniversaries, I just think it is wonderful. I think every day is special, but I think some of those special days are really wonderful because they're markers. They're reminders of how far we've come, of things that we've achieved, of milestones, of things that give us pause to reflect and to give thanks and appreciate really how wonderful life is and how good life is. So the other day I was wondering about what it's like to have a birthday. I know a lot of people have birthdays on Christmas Day. I never met anybody who had a birthday on Christmas Eve. I was thinking about that. And then on Wednesday, this young family comes through, and the little girl, it's her birthday on Christmas Eve. Today's her birthday. She's 11. And that's nice, you're clapping for her. So, and it's your birthday too? Hey, happy birthday, man. And so this young girl's name is Riley, and she's celebrating her birthday by going to the Cardinals game with her grandfather. And she was so excited. She had such a joyful anticipation for that. And I just thought, what a cool and fabulous thing. She's 11 on Christmas Eve, and she's got something special planned with her grandfather on this thing. I just think having those special celebrations, those special moments and memories are just good. And I think the final thing I want to talk about joyful anticipation is that joyful anticipation is about putting it open to the universe that you're welcoming more good into your life. That's what joyful anticipation says. I am open to more good. I'm open to more happiness. I'm open to greater things happening in and through my life. And it isn't, again, special days are fabulous, but it could be every day. Every day we should use this energy of joyful anticipation, not just for anniversaries, not just for holidays, but use it in anything. Like, what's wrong with having joyful anticipation that the conflict in your family will be healed? What's wrong with having joyful anticipation that your finances will improve and you will have more financial abundance in your life? What about having joyful anticipation that you're going to get in better shape, you're going to lose 10 pounds, and you're going to feel healthier than you've ever felt before? I mean, usually for having joyful anticipation that whatever problem you're struggling with will have a solution. Project the possibility and welcome more good into your life by using this energy of joyful anticipation. It's not just joyfully anticipating a day, but joyfully anticipating a positive result or greater success or happiness or healing or fulfillment or clarity or inner peace or in finding your mission and purpose in life. Project that energy of joyful anticipation. I've had three statements I want to share with you, statements of joyful anticipation. And the first one is by Paul. He said, all things work together for good for those who love God. That is a statement of joyful anticipation, of knowing whatever is going on in your life, it is all working together for your highest good. That's a great energy to have. And even when things aren't going well, here's another statement of joyful anticipation. In the book of James, count it all joy, brethren, when you are going through trials of many kinds. For trials will do the testing of your faith, and when that faith is tested, it will lead to perseverance, which will make you whole, complete, and lacking in nothing. That is a statement of saying that whatever I'm going through, I'm going to make it through it. I'm going to be stronger because of it. I will be happier and more successful because of this. And then the final one is my favorite, and that is each and every day and each and every way, my life is getting better and better and better. That's a statement of joyful anticipation. It is a statement that I'm open to more good coming into my life. I'm open to better things. So let's say it together, everybody. Each and every day, in each and every way, my life is getting better and better and better. My health. Each and every day, in each and every way, my health is getting better and better and better. My relationships. Each and every day, in each and every way, my relationships are getting better and better and better. Finances. Each and every day, in each and every way, my finances are getting better and better and better. Unity of Phoenix Spiritual Center. Each and every day, in each and every way, Unity of Phoenix Spiritual Center is getting better and better and better. Our world, each and every day, in each and every way, our world is getting better and better and better. When you trust that your life is getting better, when you trust and you're open to more good, you get to relax and truly be alive, truly be present, and that expectful energy will actually open and attract even more good into your life. So tomorrow's the big day. It's Christmas. And I hope you are joyfully anticipating it. But I hopefully you are also centering yourself and knowing the true joy comes from being in the presence of God. The true joy is about giving thanks for what's going on in your life now. And it is also opening a space of welcoming even greater good into your life. It's a great way to anticipate the holidays. It's a great way to anticipate Christmas Day. And that is to live with joyful anticipation. God bless you all.